really hate bigots.
I got a lot to say to you. Yeah, I got a lot to say. I notice your eyes are always...
So, it's not that I hate bigots. I mean, I have a friend who's a bigot. You know, I mean, I don't hate them. It's just that I don't want a bigot teaching my child. And I definitely don't want a bigot teaching my children. I mean, what if somehow that person's bigotry became part of the classroom experience and my kids learn to be bigots? What if they have to learn about it in school and then they start thinking that it's like trendy or cool to be a bigot, and then like what if somehow, like if a bigot was a teacher, my kids decided to be bigots somehow? I just don't want to have to explain bigotry to my kids. You know, like, who wants to explain that to their kid? How do you explain it to a child? Like, oh, these people just hate other people. I would be really disappointed if my kids turned out to be bigots. I'm just saying, if my kids grow up to be bigots, I'm gonna be really disappointed. I just think, you know, it's a choice. You know, I don't think anybody's born a bigot. I think you have to choose it, you know? I think maybe that they could be fixed, or not fixed. You know, it's possible that maybe they could be rehabilitated. Maybe they could go to camps or something. Do people turn bigot, or are they born bigots? Nobody's born a bigot. I don't think people are born bigots. It's an unnatural thing. Like, it can't be very nice to be that angry all the time, you know? Something must have happened to them in their childhoods to make them that way, to make them make that choice. And maybe if they went to camps and like, or something like that, or took a class or something, like, I'm sure they could be rehabilitated. I mean, it's not natural, you know? I don't want to see people being bigots in public. It's gross and it's unnatural, and I don't know, I guess it makes me kind of uncomfortable. I just don't want to see it. Like, if people are being bigots out in public or harassing, you know, oppressed groups, I don't have to explain that to my kids. Like, what you do on your own time is your own personal choice, and being a bigot is definitely a personal choice. I just don't want it flaunted in my face, you know? Like, what you do on your own time is your own business. You know, I think the world would be better if everyone could just, you know, obey the natural order and leave each other alone and mind their own business. If my kids start seeing it all the time, then maybe they'll start thinking that it's acceptable. They just need to get over it. There's no excuse for that kind of sinning. I don't want people to feel comfortable being bigots in public, or, you know, in schools or in churches, or, you know, around any other people. It does say, definitely in the New Testament, for sure Jesus says that we're not supposed to judge each other. I mean, it says in the Bible. It says. It's so sad to see people turning away from God. That we're not supposed to judge each other. It makes me so sad to see those people living in such sin. I don't want them to be, you know, elected into office so that they can have, you know, special privileges. I mean, I think that's happened enough now. I just don't think that they belong in, like, public offices, you know, with that platform to, like, spew their bigotry to anyone who listens. I don't want to see it. I don't want to have to think about it. I don't want to have to interact with that other people have chosen to be bigots. So, homosexuality exists in hundreds of species of animals, and homophobia only occurs in one. So, which one of those things is unnatural?